Hello everyone and welcome to this new user tutorial for reformedwiki.org. In this tutorial we will cover how to create and set up your account on the wiki and how to use the wiki. We'll also cover some of the things that we have going on Discord and Facebook, and also our new Reformed Wiki on Fandom.com, which was formerly Wikia. So let's get started. We will need to go to a web browser and go to the reformedwiki.org website. It'll take you to this main page here. And the first thing that we will need to do is create an account. We can do that by going here and create account. We'll name this one test. Give it a password and an email address. And we'll need to be able to check this email address. And answer this quick question here. And it looks like we have our account created. So without having your email verified, you won't be able to do edits on the wiki. So if we went to Reformed Theology and tried to edit, we would see here that there is no edit option. There usually would be. Right now you can only view. And in order to edit, you have to confirm your email by going to Preferences. And you will need to confirm your email address here. We'll log in really quickly. And it looks like we have our account confirmation email here. We'll just go ahead and click that first link, and our email now has been confirmed, which is great. So from here, we can now should be able to edit any pages on the wiki. And now we have our edit button, and you can edit it by the source code or by the edit visual through the visual editor. So you have these options. Source editor will show you some more of the markup language that the wiki uses, and that's all great if you want to do it that way. Most people would most likely like to use the visual editor, as you can do anything and everything with that. And that's pretty much it as far as getting onto the wiki and being able to edit things. There are going to be some things that you cannot edit. So if you were to go to the main page, you would notice that you would not be able to edit certain pages, whether it be infrastructure pages for the wiki or pages that have turned into controversial pages. The admins may have locked these down using the protect feature that MediaWiki offers, and you would not be able to edit such pages. So as you'll notice on the navigation here, we can cover our next few things, and then I'll go into a deep dive on how to use MediaWiki. And you could also find some other great tutorials out there on how to do MediaWiki. So for the purposes of this tutorial, we will just cover more of your essentials when it comes to editing MediaWiki. So first things first, in this navigation sidebar, we have our link to our Facebook community. And if you click on that, it'll just take you to our Facebook group that we have set up. It's connected to our Facebook page. We have a page on each of the major social media platforms for our reformedwiki.org, and you can follow those if you'd like to keep connected with us on social media. And for this Facebook group, it's as you would expect. You could just post in there, or you could comment on people's posts. And you could also contact the admins in there if you wanted to. But I think the Discord community has a lot more utility. We click on this, it'll take us to our Discord server. The first channel that you would plop into would be the welcome channel, where new users are welcomed. And this about channel will just have a little overview. And I'll go through each of these channels pretty quickly. Obviously, rules are the house rules, and this announcements channel pertains to the announcements for the Discord. But we have announcements for the wiki itself. So anything pertaining to the wiki gets announced here. Any changes to the structure of the Discord or things like that would get announced in the announcements channel. We also have a socials feed where you can see any of the posts we throw up on social media in that channel. If you want to invite folks, we do have an easy invite link here. We also have this perma invite link from Discord here. The internal links will just give you a list of helpful links that we are building out for Reformed Wiki to take you to certain things, like if you wanted to get to the About page on the Wiki or our list of special short pages, such as those that need editing. And the external links would be things outside of reformedwiki.org, so these might be helpful for research and stuff like that. The next channel we have is the Partnerships channel. That is just a list of other Discord servers we partnered with. Below that is the Wiki Role Verify channel. This is how you get your Discord roles for your verified wiki roles. And essentially all you need to do after creating your account is edit your user page to include your full and matching Discord username. And once you've completed that, then open up a Discord support ticket doing this or this and opening up a ticket. We'll go ahead and do that now. And you need to make sure that you provide us your Reformed Wiki username in that ticket. And what we will do is we will go and look at your page and make sure everything matches. And if it does, we will complete your request. So ours is going to be test. We would also want to communicate in this ticket exactly what it is we're trying to do, so whoever is an admin or mod replying to this ticket and handling it would know what you're trying to do. So I would just say I am trying to get my verified wiki user role. So what we need to do now is make sure that we have our Discord username. Let's just use this account, reformedwiki.org. We would just first go to reformedwiki.org's user page here for this test account, I guess. And then as you'll see, there are two things. There's the user page, which is where you will put bio information about you yourself as the user. You get to control this page. The other thing here is a discussion about your page. This is actually how users can directly talk to you on the wiki, and this is visible to everyone. What we can do is just create, and it'll put us in the visual editor. You could also do source editing, but most people like to do the visual editor. And I will put our Discord username there. As long as it's communicated somehow, some way, that's great. And voila, we have our Discord username attached to our user page. So now our admin should be able to see that and assign the user their verified wiki user role, which would be this role here. We also have other roles for sysop or interface admin, bureaucrat, and stuff like that. And that is pretty much it. So we will close that ticket out. The next thing here is applications. So here in this channel we have two application forms and their links. The first one is the trusted editor one. If you click on these black boxes, it will reveal the link. And you can click the editораpp.reformedwiki.org link, and it will take you to our Google form we have set up to receive those requests. And I would definitely recommend filling out this form and submitting it off, because as you saw on our previous screen, we had to deal with the CAPTCHA when we tried to edit our page, and those can get annoying. So it's highly recommended you get into our Facebook or Discord community and complete this. And if you are not in our Facebook or Discord community, you can't be added as a trusted editor. And having the CAPTCHA does help our wiki prevent bots and other spamming mechanisms from vandalizing or spamming our wiki. So it's definitely a good thing we have this going. The other thing is the application for the Board of Administrators. This form is for those who are credible and trustworthy and would make a good fit for our board. And if you want to throw your hat in for that, you can apply using this link, admin.reformedwiki.org. And you can fill out this form and we can meet with you. And if we believe it would be a good fit, we'll approve to add you on. Otherwise, we'll reject your application. But yeah, the Board of Administrators oversee this project. So if you'd like to join us and find out more, please do reach out. And you can find out more about our Reformed Wiki project by clicking that link here at the bottom, About Us. And it'll tell you about who the administrators are, the requirements, all of that good stuff. We have an FAQs channel for frequently asked questions, and then as you saw previously, a channel where you can get support from our Discord admins and mods for anything in the Discord community or on reformedwiki.org just by opening up a help ticket. The next areas in here is our main lobby, which will just have some channels for general discussion, casual chat, prayer request, and forums, so you can post forum threads, and also a voice channel and a stage. The stage will have speakers and an audience, and only speakers can speak, whereas anyone, as long as they have a mic, can speak in main lobby. These are open to really anyone in the community. So is this Wiki Help Desk category here. Reports. You could open up a Discord support ticket like we showed earlier. The other thing you could do is type in this channel to report something that you see going on in the Reformed Wiki, like if a page is getting defaced or something nefarious or concerning, you can put that here. We also have a Wiki Help Desk. This is specifically for help with using reformedwiki.org. If you are having any issues with editing or anything of that sort, you could go to this channel here. And if you need to chat while doing that with someone who knows how to do it, you can hop in that voice channel here. These other categories below here are just for our admins and managers, so you wouldn't see these unless you were one of those. And other than that, I think the only thing we really need to cover is when you join into this Discord, you will actually go through an onboarding process. We did not do that here because I did not go through the process of setting up a new Discord account. But you can at any time edit your channels and roles by clicking channels and roles up here, and you can select what you are if you'd like to provide some of these demographic information. And if you want to see any events that are going on, the events calendar is here as well. So that pretty much concludes our tutorial of the Discord community. The next thing we can cover is our Fandom wiki. So this is literally brand new as of today of recording this. We were able to get ownership of the reform.fandom.wiki.com space. So we will be building this out as well. And it will definitely be separate. It's not going to be in sync or anything like that. It's a totally separate wiki. But we think it's a good idea to have a presence on here due to the high visibility that Fandom gets. It facilitates many other wiki sites for all sorts of interest and things. So that will hopefully get us some visibility here. If you'd like to help out, all you have to do is register for an account on Fandom and begin editing. Let's go through these user preferences as well. So if you go to your user preferences page, you can change, what kind of skin you're using and your date time preferences, all of that fun stuff. Your real name, which is your display name, quote unquote, your username, you can't really change once you've made it, but you can always change your display name if you'd like, or your password and stuff like that. The signature here is something I'd recommend that everyone set up. So if you want to, Reformed Wiki signature for test, email me at test@reformedwiki.org. So whenever you do these 4 little squiggly line things, and I'll also zoom in some to hopefully make that a little bit more visible. Whenever you add that, that is sort of your signature line. So like as if you have an email and you're composing an email, you probably already have a signature created in your email program, and it already appends that to the end of your email message. This is sort of the same thing. You get to create that here in this line, and whenever you are on a discussion page, a talk page, you can put these 4 little squiggly lines at the end of your message and sign it. And I'll show you an example of what that looks like. On a discussion page, such as for a user or an articles page, you can go to this discussion tab, press new topic. That is the easiest way to do it. You can edit the source directly, but you would be editing everything on that page, all of the messages and discussions that are currently on there. The cleanest way to do it is by going up to this new topic and putting in a subject line and your body, and then we can put in our little 4 squigglies, which will create our signature. So if we press save changes, we can see that it created this little section line that we can edit the source to individually instead of editing source of the entire thing. And you can see that after my little body message, it actually put this thing here, which is my signature. The next thing that we can take a look at is editing a Reformed Wiki page, and we can start by creating one. So if there is not a reformedwiki.org page in existence yet, you will get something like this. Create the page test page on this wiki, since there were no pages by this name. And again, we have the option to do source or visual editing. Why don't we just do the normal editing? This is a test page. Created a test page. So these are just summaries of the changes you made. You have the ability to watch the page or not. Watching the page will mean that you get notified for any changes made to it. I would recommend unchecking it unless you actually want those. And bam, we have created a test page, and it has a URL based off of the title. Okay, so URLs are based off of the title. So if there's a space, it'll have an underscore here. And we can always change that title by moving it. We can also create redirects. I can show you how to do that later. But in the meantime, now that we have this page, we can also talk about this page. The discussion tab here is red because there is nothing here. You can create it by the source. As always, I recommend by doing it by new topic. Talk about this test page. And I don't want to watch it, so let's just press save. And now we have our test page with our article entry and our discussion. So let's go to a page that is out there, such as the 1689 Confession. Oh, it's a redirect. So what happened here is when I search for 1689 Confession, we have a redirect in place in order to direct you to the formal article for it. So if someone were to have a URL of 1689 underscore confession, it would conveniently redirect them to the actual wiki page for it, which is Second London Baptist Confession with the year in parentheses. And we can edit this page by the visual or the source. Let's do it by visual. And let's say we wanted to create a link to the Westminster Confession of Faith. We would just highlight that text, create a link. You have two options: reformedwiki.org articles or a link to an external site. So maybe we could do westminster.org, or we could, most likely what we would do is just link it to the article on the Westminster Confession of 1647. And we can press save. This is a minor edit we don't want to watch. Added link to the Westminster Confession of Faith, and boom. So whenever people are creating and editing pages, the thing that you will be able to see all of those changes, and this applies to discussion pages as well, but we would most likely be interested in the history of the article itself. So when you're looking at an article, you can just click this history button here, and it'll show you in the first entry ever who created the page, and then from there the users and how many edits they did, whether the total size of the article increased or decreased, and that's pretty much how you can see who did what. And if we needed to restore a previous version of the article, we could roll back to such, or we could undo a recent one. We can compare these revisions. It's a pretty nice, nifty tool to have. Alrighty everyone, so that is going to be it for this tutorial. I will provide a link or some links to other helpful resources as it pertains to drafting articles and other stuff. Hopefully we can get some more tutorial videos out there if needed in the future, but hopefully this one will be helpful in getting you started. And if you do need anything as it pertains to Reformed Wiki, please don't hesitate to reach out by way of the Facebook or Discord community, or by email to admin@reformedwiki.org. We'd be glad to help get you set up, or any questions you have answered. If we can be of help in any way, please let us know. And thank you again so much for watching this and your interest in helping us, and God bless you. Take care. Bye-bye.